Hi, friends. So, how are we feeling? I am feeling very emotional all of the sudden. It is uh 12:20 on the evening of March 3rd. So, I already brought through a message today for the 3-3 portal, but I'm trying to go to sleep. And I just keep feeling incredibly emotional, and I was okay with it. But Zero keeps telling me that I have to come on and record for you. So I'm assuming whatever they want to bring through is for me too. I don't know what it is. These are always the best ones, friends. When I'm resisting because I just want to go to sleep. If you're new here, my name's Courtney. I channel source consciousness that comes through me known as Zero. And I can channel them pretty much at any time, but when they want to come through me and I'm resisting because I have other human plans, it's usually when I listen, we get the best messages. So no expectations, but I am expecting that if this resonates with you, if you're curious, if you clicked play on this, then you're about to receive something that you need. So, closing your eyes if you can, you don't have to, but breathe with me. Placing one or both hands over your heart. And for yourself, choose to breathe for 5 full rounds of breath. I'm like so tired, but honestly, this is when Zero has the most fun with me because I just go into trance and let them do their thing. Just breathe. Just breathe fully. Fully inhale, fully exhale. Expand on the inhales. Surrender on the exhales. Do this always. Calming your nervous system, calibrating you to here and now. And just allowing yourself to receive what you didn't know you needed. Hello, beautiful, beautiful being. Thank you for pressing play and being here with us today. Yes, we were not going to leave Courtney alone until she came on here for you because we know she needs to hear this and we know that you are ready to receive this. It is why you pressed play. You're ready to receive the message you didn't know you needed, which is that you are still going back. Stop going back. Stop. You are at a level of consciousness and frequency that is beyond. It is beyond what we can put words to. It is a feeling. You are feeling it. You are resonating with magic and miracles. You are receiving more and more synchronicities. You are feeling and seeing in the 3, in the 4, in the 5D and beyond. You are realizing more and more how powerful you are, correct? You are having more manifestations come into fruition in your 3D reality. But you are also having a lot of resistance. You're having a lot of resistance in your 3D reality. You are also having a lot of resistance within your humanness. You are also continuing. We love you so much. But know you're only receiving this because you're ready to hear it. You keep choosing in ways to anchor back into old ways of being, old timelines and paradigms. Now, most of those, for most of you, are not negative ones. And this is the tricky thing, is that they are what you are doing that is taking you back into lower frequencies currently, as you are owning your divinity more, as you are awakening more, as you are seeing your power more, you are also still holding on to ways that have helped you get here. You are holding on to practices. You are holding on to relationships. You're holding on to belief systems that helped you get here. And they did help you. They served you. Maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's a coach. Maybe it's a partner. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a routine. Maybe it's a ritual. Maybe it's all of the above. Possibly, right? That all got you here. You here, receiving this, have a contract that we will keep reminding you of that can only be fulfilled if you fully let go of the known. And we know that that is challenging for your humanness. But here's the thing. You are divinely designed with everything you need to guide and lead your ego consciousness into higher consciousness. And these are words we have not brought through Courtney yet, but she is experiencing this and is ready to experience it more. And it's the only reason that she's here with you now, is that you and her are ready. You are ready to be fully the divine human that you are. And that means that now your soul leads, and your soul is you on the human journey, because everything is frequency and energy, everything is consciousness. And in case you're new here and you haven't heard this, or in case you need the reminder, you are the expression of consciousness that chose to come to that human form and animate it and create through it and with it. But you chose to wake up on the human journey to your power so that you could lead and guide, and the ego, your humanness, would follow. And you coded yourself perfectly with everything that you need so that you would wake up and that your humanness would get on board. And now that you're here, all that's required is for you to do in the now what you feel called to through being. Now, there are some things that may still serve you, but they will be easy. They will be natural. They will be innate. Everything is now easy. It is effortless. And anything that isn't is either because it's expanding you and you're resisting it, or because it's contracting you and you're holding on to it. So right now, just breathe and be and feel here into all that you are right here and now. And currently, in your reality, in your 3D human reality, where in your life are things not easy and effortless and expansive and exciting and igniting and abundant? Where are things in any way challenging or limited? Or are you feeling in lack? Or like you're settling or struggling or suffering? Just choose one. Anything that comes to mind as to where you currently feel not in alignment with your highest frequency, where things feel challenging, not easy, hard, forced, frustrating. whatever it is for you. If you're honest with yourself, which is all that you're ever here to do, are you doing and choosing and being in that circumstance, that situation, that belief, that behavior, that relationship? Are you choosing you, the true you, in that now moment? Or are you continuing to play on old paradigms and beliefs? Now, this can even look like practices and routines. This can be in ways that you are maybe coming to YouTube. We can use that because you're here. And you're listening to something that expands and excites and ignites you. And then you go back to your old rituals and routines. Or you believe that certain things are required for you to be worthy. Or you believe that you have to do anything before you can do that thing you want to. Do you get what we're saying? You're continuing to go back, even though we keep telling you not to. You can't ever go back in time other than in your mind. But you can, in the now moment, which is all that ever exists, choose to recreate behaviors and beliefs and patterns that you have played on in the past. And then that just continues to keep you in that frequency, in that energy. And again, it's not to say that it's even negative things that we're speaking to that haven't served you, but you are here to be beyond. And there are ways now that there are things that you are attached to and you are holding on to due to beliefs of what you will get off of what you have received in the past from them or what you have been promised in the past from them. And that is what's currently limiting you. You have evolved, you have expanded, you have awakened to a whole new level of consciousness and frequency. And what you're here to create and bring through now can only be done in the unknown. So when you continue to go back and do the things that served you in the past, if they're no longer in alignment with the frequency and energy that you're in now, and they're putting you back into mindsets or states or paradigms that aren't aligned with who you have ascended into, that is where right now you are feeling out of alignment. That is where things are feeling challenging for you because you're here to be free. You're here for it to be easy and to be led and guided. And the things that are innate and natural and effortless will come through how they're meant to. What excites and ignites and expands you. Even practices that maybe you resist doing. Let's say journaling. Let's say you've always identified as not being a journaler and you've been doing it because you were told that you need to because you resisted. So you've continued to journal. And then through journaling, you had a great awakening. And now you're continuing to do it, even though, again, you don't want to, and you're forcing it, but you feel if you keep doing it, another message will come through. No, it did what it was meant to do. If you are meant to journal, to script, to write, to meditate, to run, to jump, to skip, to ride horses, to fix cars, to become an accountant, to paint rainbows, you will know. You'll be excited. You will be expanded. The level of consciousness and frequency that you were at that got you to where you are now needed. It needed the challenges. It needed you to work through the resistance so that you could receive what you needed to awaken to more of who you are. You were at points where that was how your breakthroughs came through when you were in the fourth dimension of consciousness. But now that you're here in the 5D, everything is easy. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force anything. Now, Learning something new or being in a new way may challenge your humanness in its in your ego, because you maybe don't feel like the best at it because you haven't done it before. But that won't matter if you're doing it embodied in your divinity, because you have nothing to prove when you are the divinity that you are. And everything that you're doing, whether you're learning a new skill and you feel like you're the worst in the class, you don't care, because you have nothing to prove, and you're there because you enjoy it and because you want to be learning it, and it's expanding and it's exciting and igniting you, and you enjoy being the beginner because you're here to evolve. So it's different. You aren't there to prove. You aren't there to figure out yourself more, because you're at a level now, all of you here in the New Earth paradigm, here embodying and being the divine human that you are. You don't have anything left to figure out. You wouldn't be here resonating with Courtney and with our message if you hadn't figured it out. You figured it out. You're understanding frequency and energy and consciousness, even if it's at a level that you can't put words to, because that's what it's meant to be. But there's something calling you here, and there's a reason you clicked on this video, and there's a reason you're still receiving this. And it's because just feel into this. Do you feel into and know that it is true that you are divinity here in a human body? You have everything you need and you have nothing to figure out. So the more that you allow yourself now to just play and create, you will experience, through having fun, through doing what you want to do, through creating in the now, you will feel who you are. You will feel what you're here for, which is what you came to earth to do. You came to earth to feel your divinity, to experience what it felt like to wake up to the light that you are, to the divinity that you are on a human journey. And you volunteered to do that so that you could help Earth raise her frequency and expand her consciousness. But that can only happen through you embodying your light and your truth, which cannot be figured out in a class. But if a class is expanding and exciting and igniting you to take, and you take it so that you can connect more and see more and feel more of the codes you have within you that are here to expand and excite and ignite you, then that is what you're here for. But it all feels good and expansive and exciting. And it isn't going to take you into spaces and places where then you are feeling less than, where then you are feeling like you have to do anything. If you are signed up for anything because you feel like you have to do it to be worthy of anything, no. There is something in that is showing you where you are not free. It is showing you a belief that you are holding on to as to something that you need outside of you to be worthy, to be happy. And you can pause and you can breathe and you can feel and you can allow that and see that and shine the light of your consciousness on it. But then it's up to you to choose to move beyond and realize that you already have everything you need within you, and to now only do the things that excite and ignite you, that expand you, that make you curious, that take you on a journey of feeling yourself and being free, that aren't telling you what to do other than choose you. Because we will continue to do that, because that is the only thing that you have to do. That is the key. That is your mission, is to be there, choosing you, all parts of you, and to be the identity that you want to be on this human journey, but choosing it super consciously in the now, living embodied in your light. And we know that you received this at this time because you have just gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot. You have, and you are ready now to receive the divine compensation here for you. You've received some of it, enough of it to be here, but you're here to receive all of the abundance you need in all ways to be all that you're here to, which there's never going to be words for. But the more that you experience all that you are and you express yourself as you feel called to, then you will create. And as you create and play in the new earth and you bring through what you're called to and you activate and awaken others more to their truth, then you will have mirrored to you and you will mirror to them more truth, more divinity, more light, and more will be created. And more words will be able to be put to what you're all truly here doing. But still, nothing will ever properly be able to express what it feels like to be divinity fully embodied on a human journey. But we do know you can feel it. And the more that you follow what feels in resonance with you, the easier it will be for you to understand in the now what we are speaking to. So right now, you are comprehending and understanding and receiving and feeling certain activations, correct? That's all that matters. The more that you just follow on what you're receiving now, the more will be revealed to you. And we do our best because it's our contract with you through Courtney. We do our best to give you as little information as possible. There are many channels and many levels of consciousness, many expressions of consciousness coming through to Earth in all different ways. And we are here to remind you of your power, of your sovereignty, of your truth, so that you can be all that you're here to be. So we do our best to put as little words and definition to that so that you can be the super conscious creator you're here to be. And we use Courtney so that you have living proof that it does work out if you choose you, and you will actually be of higher service. But none of this makes any sense to Courtney's humanness, but her humanness is seeing more and more proof of the fact that the more that they follow the call like this to bring through this video, it is creating an impact that it is meant to. So it is easier and easier for her humanness, for her self-consciousness, and for her unconscious programming to live super consciously, allowing the super consciousness of her, of you, to lead and guide is the way in the 5D and beyond. The part of you, the consciousness of you that is infinite intelligence, that knows and sees all, that will always lead and guide you in the now through frequency and energy that will resonate within the soul that is you within that human body, that will feel expansive, that will feel good, that will feel right, that will feel true to you. And that's all you have to follow. And you have a quantum compass in your heart, as we keep reminding you of. And you have this sacred heart within you that can't not be seen and felt by who's meant to. But that starts with you. So, right now, breathe. Just breathe and feel into all that you are right now. Breathe and allow the now. Connect into this moment. Right here, right now. Where do you know? Where do you know we are revealing to you that you are going back to. Old ways, old beliefs, old paradigms. That are putting you in frequencies that are lower than your divinity, than your innate, sacred, super conscious nature, essence, power, whatever words work. Stop going back. Nothing is the same. Everything has changed as it's meant to. And all you have to do is continue to embody the divinity that you are. And everything that's meant to see you will see you. And you will then empower everything around you by being the light that you are. And that is all you're ever seeking and searching for. It is why you feel any disharmony, any discomfort, any dis-ease is only ever because you're resisting your divinity. And so the more that you follow the resonance in the now, you will be led and guided to all that you're here to feel, to experience, to express, to enjoy, to create. Okay, so now we want you to devote right now, very consciously, devote to not going back and to catching yourself when you do. Just because it worked before doesn't mean it's still meant to. If it just works, it works. But things that haven't been working like they used to, things that have been challenging you in ways they didn't used to, that's for a reason. You're limiting it. You're making it harder than it needs to be, or you're abandoning or sacrificing in some way, or you're proving or pleasing in some way. You're seeking and searching for some validation in some way. You don't need to figure out or fix any of that. Just stop going back. Continue forward. Continue to choose to be led and guided by the now. Do the things that excite and ignite you. Don't do what doesn't. Stop going back into the rituals, routines, the beliefs, the paradigms that are no longer aligned with the limitless you. Choose to be the identity of you that's free, creating a reality that you love. And when you choose and you embody that, it will be so easy and clear for you. What is in alignment? Choose what is. Don't choose what isn't. It's really that easy, friends. You received this for a reason. This is not by mistake. We promise you. So take what resonated and leave the rest, and trust that what meant to be activated was activated. Your highest brought you here for a reason. And now go. Go and play and create in the unknown. Okay? We love you so much. We'll let Courtney come back through now. Well, I feel fully called out in that. I know exactly why that came through. So if you want a real life example of what Zero just brought through, I today had a pretty big breakthrough and download of something very next level, something that I have not thought of, that I have not, it has not been a download, it has been nowhere in my visionary mind of the things that I'm here to create. It dropped in out of nowhere. And instantly, I got so excited and expanded by it. But then I went straight into and spent my day doing and creating something else in a way that I'm very attached to. And I just realized in listening back to that that this was Zero's way of telling me that I have to let go. That the thing that I have been wanting to bring through for a long time that just hasn't come through wasn't meant to come through. It was meant to lead and guide me and be a part of this journey here. But now I'm beyond that, and I was limiting it in what I was trying to bring through. I'm not going to tell you the details. Those will come through when they're meant to. But I was limiting it. And now, okay. I surrender. I surrender. This is a big thing that's come through for me around, and this came through today in Messy Magical Magnetic, but the big thing around this whole metamorphosis that we're here in is surrender. It's really fully fucking surrendering to the unknown, to source, to our highest, to the divine to lead and guide us. And it is so fun and terrifying at the same time. But friends, it is worth it. And so funny. I know that had to come through for me to be able to go to sleep and to stop wasting my time. Where time is never wasted, but to stop slowing down the manifestation and creation of what is next to come through me. I receive, I hear it, and I hope that you do too. So maybe it came through loud and clear for you what Zero was telling you. And if not, don't worry, it will. So just trust in whatever you're receiving. I am sure, though, that right now, if you are honest with yourself, and friends, honestly, that's the key. We have to be honest and intimate with ourselves. And if you're honest with yourself right now, and as you go forward after this activation, just really feel into and see in your reality where you are still going back to old ways, even if they served you. Is it currently limiting you? Are you making it harder than it needs to be? Are you doing it in ways that used to be aligned that no longer are because you're at a higher frequency and you're here to be in the new earth paradigm where things are effortless and you live as you're divinely designed and you don't have to figure anything out. You just get to feel. Okay, I love this. Let's go even more into the unknown, into the mystery. If you want to work deeper with me in the unknown, there's ways below. Again, highly encourage you to jump into Miracle March and Messy Magical Magnetic with us and to get into Super Conscious Mastery and to do Divine Human Expansion Pack. I love you. Good night.